Just when you think things couldn't get any more ridiculous, just when you think you've seen peak stupidity out of our society, ladies and gentlemen, I present you with Celebs React to For Shizzle My Nizzle News Anchor Drama. A white Mississippi news anchor was fired after uttering Snoop Dogg's famous phrase on air. And we'll play the clip, and I'll say it because I don't fucking care. This is so ingrained in the vernacular now that I'm sorry. And if it's a song lyric and you rap it, all right, cool. Doesn't matter. You're rapping a song lyric or you're singing a song lyric. You don't have, if you're in your car by yourself and you feel the need to censor yourself, really? Like that's pathetic. I'm sorry. I don't care. If I'm rapping an Ice Cube song, I'm rapping the fucking song the whole way through. Because Ice Cube, my favorite artist, you know, I'm not going to be like, oh, I can't say that. I'm in my car by myself. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, it's a fucking song. I paid money for the album. I'm going to fucking sing the lyrics if I want to. It doesn't mean I'm going to be on YouTube or on air just blah, blah, blah. No. It doesn't make me a bad person. It makes me a fan of the fucking music. And words are words. Trust me. I love being called a mayonnaise American or something like that. That's fucking hilarious because every racial epithet that is tossed at white people, like my favorite is "why peepo," and we'll spell that out on screen for you right now in case you've never seen this stroke of genius before. That's supposed to be an insult. That's like a smooth brain insult, I'd say. But let's get into this article and let's talk about it and see how some other black folks have turned on Whoopi Goldberg and Charlemagne the God over this. And then we'll go through the comment section on the article because, it's a gem. It's a gem. This is from The Root, which is a shite website, but we'll check it out. This is by Kaylin Womack. No, I don't know if she's related to Bobby Womack or not. Barbie Bassett had social media in a frenzy after getting herself fired for saying, "For shizzle my nizzle" on air. Though her remark was deemed offensive by the masses, particularly coming out of the mouth of a white woman.
No, and I don't care.
Charlemagne the God and Whoopi Goldberg ran to her defense per Deadline. Bassett's reference to the catchy Snoop Dogg phrase came about while she and her colleagues were discussing the rapper's new business, Snoop Cali Blanc, and joking about getting Snoop Dogg-inspired tattoos. Then Bassett blurted out the artist's infamous catchphrase, which includes slang for the N-word, and ended her 20-year career per AL.com.
Over, bitch.
Let's check this out right here.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Before we know it, she'd have a Snoop Dogg tattoo on her shoulder.
For shizzle, my nizzle.
I'm telling you. Julie, what you think about that? Huh.
Look at homeboy here.
Well, get this.
Come up with.
I think that.
Is this? I don't know. Is he black? Is he part black? Like, cause he had the immediate reaction like, oh shit, hang on, let's look at him. He laughed at first, and he's just sitting there going like, like that. Like, I bet you're wondering how I got here. I can't. You know, the copyright shit is so ridiculous because I use that joke all the time, and I might overuse it, but it's funny. And it's so applicable in so many circumstances we see. This would be one of them, like just his face. But, yeah, Snoop hasn't responded to the incident yet, but Charlemagne the God went on The Breakfast Club to discuss whether her punishment was necessary. She might not even known what N-word means. Come on, we got to stop, man. That's no reason to fire that woman. And Bianca Belair has really nice arms. Jesus, she's hot though, let's be honest. Whoopi Goldberg also commented on The View, granting Bassett some grace for not having the dictionary of things white people shouldn't say sitting in front of her. This is from Deadline. And I wish I could do the Whoopi Goldberg voice. There has to be a book of stuff. I don't know. There has to be a book of stuff that nobody could ever say, ever, ever, ever. Include everything, she said. The things that change, you can say this, but you can't say that. But next week you might not be able to say this. It's hard to keep up. And if you're a person of a certain age, there's stuff we do and we say. Referring to Bassett's local news platform, she added, "Just because we're on television doesn't mean we know everything. We don't know everything you're not supposed to do. And if there's something someone says, if you're not going to give them the opportunity to explain why they said it, at least give them the grace of saying, you know what? I've just been informed that I should not have done that, as opposed to, you're out." Because you're saying you're out means that you don't want to hear what people have to say. That could have helped somebody else not make that mistake. Now, Whoopi, of course, is referring to herself in this when she got suspended from the air for her negative and what could be construed as anti-Semitic remarks, which is odd for somebody who has appropriated Jewish culture. Whoopi. Because your name isn't really Whoopi Goldberg. You're not really Jewish, Whoopi. This wasn't Bassett's first mistake on air. Reports say she had to make a formal apology just last year after referencing a black grandmother as a grandmammy. For all we know, this termination was already in her path. I've heard white kids call their grandma grandmammy or mammy. I mean, is that offensive? I didn't do it. I mean, I had a grandma and a granny. I don't know. I've never called my grandma that. You know, I don't have any grandmas left. God knows they're all gone by this point, and have been for a long time. But I just, that, you know, that just seems, and it sounds like she has a southern accent, which means the grandmammy thing, yeah, okay. All things being equal, she probably should have known better on that one. You know, Mammy. The thing I most remember the Mammy from was it Gone with the Wind? That was the black lady, like their house. What's her name? Scarlett O'Hara's housekeeper was Mammy, I believe. I have a meme with her on it actually. But yeah, so this, you know, this is not the first time this woman's had some controversy. Let's take a look at this comment section though. This one gets me right here. This is the first one. When Jay-Z's song Izzo was popular, I had to check someone that used the phrase. Now, wait until we get a little bit deeper in this comment, and you'll see how funny this is. She tried to play it off innocent, like she didn't know. But there's just no way. Like, there should be enough context clues for anyone. Rapper, slang, starts with the letter N. As a white person, I would hesitate to quote a rap lyric involving ninjas, just in case. Although, that substitution turns every DMX song into a really insane kung fu movie.
Paging Dr. Faggot! Dr. Faggot!
Let's see, and here's my Kinja. She had me at Karen haircut and smoky eye. Nope, she knew what she was saying. Again, who cares? Reports say she had to make a formal apology last year after referencing a black grandmother as a grandmammy. I won't lie, I was kind of on the fence until that bit. What a twist! Okay. Same, I thought the Snoop bit was corny, but I can see somebody blurting it out without malice intent, but the grandmammy thing was worse. Yeah, I'll concede that point. Given her history, I'm fine with it. Of course you are. A long suspension would have been okay too. This is the part that's funny. As for Charlemagne the God and Whoopi Goldberg, they've both been donkeys for a while. And Whoopi is now trying to endear herself to the white folks who turned against her. She's more of a useful idiot than before. Yeah, this is great. This is awesome. White people think we have a hive mind. If one black person is okay with something, they begin twerking, and that signals other blacks that it's okay.
I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Here's one right here, and I'm not going to read this comment verbatim. I remember the N-word guy episode of South Park, and all the white people who expressed their rage over the use of the word in the episode, and black people were like, that shit was funny. It's about context, even when black people say it. Yes, times change, but at this point, Snoop is ubiquitous. His coolness and many catchphrases are the same. He joked about this same thing nearly 20 years ago when he hosted Saturday Night Live. Let that sink in. Snoop, a known member of the Rollin' 20s Crips, hosted SNL. The cultures have blended, and at some point we have to let shit like this go, especially when he's clearly used the phrase said and many others in mixed company. No need for outrage here. Yeah. And here's another one. Funny, that guy, Snoop, who invented the phrase, is doing national commercials all day long, but someone who repeats the phrase gets fired. I remember learning back in communications class in the 80s that the black community was the greatest source of colloquialisms in our language and how colorful they made our modern speech. I looked at it as a valuable trait, but I guess others look at it as racial appropriation worthy of crushing livelihoods. Not wrong. And then here we go. It says, I think it has more to do with the specific colloquialism that she used. It doesn't matter. What she said was as wrong as when Whoopi used gypped. Okay, here's another word I want to talk about, gypped, but let's go over here and do that. So Whoopi used the word gypped. Okay, that's referring to gypsies, which people find now, they're a protected ethnic group that you cannot make fun of gypsies anymore. You can't say you were gypped out of something. Guess what? I can. I'm Hungarian, I'm part Hungarian, my mother's side, which is background gypsies. All right. Now, if I found that word offensive, I would have said that the first time I was in sales, not to date myself, but almost 20 years ago now, selling boats, and somebody said, well, I don't want to get gypped on this deal. Heard it. That was a common phrase in the car business. Both customers and salesmen said it. And guess how many people ever complained about the word gypped? 0. I guarantee you that the people complaining about the use of the word gypped are not Hungarian, nor do they understand the relationship between gypsies and Hungarian people, and that it's kind of like a treasured part of our background. But this whole words and cultural appropriation and dialect appropriation is just a stupid argument. So I have appropriated Bushwick Bill. Oh, not Bushwick Bill. I'm sorry. Bushwick Bill. He's short. And wheezy. Oh no. I've culturally appropriated these. Get the fuck out of here. Don't be a smooth-brained asshole. That's all I got, folks. That's it. This is just a non-issue. It really is. She should have, if anything, look, have her issue the boilerplate apology and give her a suspension. But they fired her, let's be honest. They fired her because she was white. And it's okay to fire white people for this stuff. It is. By modern leftist standards, it's fine to fire white people because I love how white people are the majority. In this country, yeah. Around the world, no. So this whole argument that everybody else is protected, a protected class, except for the evil white people is a joke. It's stupid. It's smooth-brained arguments, and it's fucking hilarious.
That's just funny.
But that's it, folks. That's all I got for you. If you want to promote racial equality and harmony, you can buy one of these black and white New Wakuian Order t-shirts, $15 plus shipping. I will send this to you personally with a trading card and a kazoo with the Place to Be Reviews logo on them. They are pre-shrunk cotton, I believe. I think they're pre-shrunk. I don't know. But I've got one of these myself. The logos wash well. These are locally printed by a friend of mine who we will soon have red and black, red, green, and white logo ones. We'll cover the gamut for you, folks. And we've still got other designs on Teespring. Check them out if you want. If not, just subscribe. It's free. It always will be. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. All 56 channel members, you guys and gals rock. Everybody else who watches the videos, whether you hate watch me or you enjoy the content, thank you either way. I truly appreciate it. And
It's better to burn out than to fade away.
I could do this all day.
This doesn't bode well.
You're lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
please. It's a waste of good suffering.